Howdy, my name is Yulisa Gutierrez.
My name is Luther.
My name is Abby Penton.
My name is Megan McCarchek.
My name is Sadiq, and today I'm going to answer a few questions about my exchange experience.
Howdy, my name is Yulisa Gutierrez. I am part of the Industrial Engineering program at Texas A&M University, and I've actually done 2 study abroads with Texas A&M. The first one was in spring of 2019. The second one was in the fall of 2019. And so the study abroad was in Denmark for both semesters.
Hello, my name is Luther, and I went on a fall 2019 exchange to the University of Nottingham in England, and it was through the Mays Business School.
Hi everybody, my name is Abby Penton. I'm a junior international studies major and Spanish minor, and during the fall 2019 semester, I studied abroad at the Tec de Monterrey campus in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Hi, my name is Megan McCarchek. I'm a biomedical engineering major, and I studied abroad in Swansea, Wales, UK.
Hi, my name is Sadiq, and I'm a senior computer science student at Texas A&M University. So I studied in Singapore, which is a country in Southeast Asia, and I was on the Texas A&M University College of Engineering Reciprocal Exchange Program. So it's an exchange program that's unique to just the College of Engineering.
So, of course, Denmark was very different from the US in many ways, politically, culturally, and systematically as well. And so I think the biggest surprise for me from Denmark was the fact that I was going to love it so much to consider to move to Denmark once I finished my undergrad.
So what surprised me most during my time abroad was that a lot of Europeans, at least at my school, they weren't used to having American students. So it was in England, and they're used to having students from all over Europe, like Slovakia and Croatia, and that was all normal to them, but having a student from America was completely different. So it's kind of fun because being from America was an easy way to make conversations and make friends with people, because everyone wanted to be friends with the Americans, so that was kind of fun.
So I would say there wasn't any huge surprise because I kept an open mind when going to Singapore. It was my first time in the country or even in Asia, so I was basically just looking for new experiences. But I would say one huge and pleasant surprise was how ingrained a lot of the different cultures are in the country. So Singapore is a country that's made up of immigrants from countries like China, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, and a lot of the cultures are just ingrained in the Singaporean culture itself. So it's kind of like a country, but with not just one specific culture, but multiple cultures at once. And that was my first time being in such a place, and I thought that was really interesting.
So at my host university, school was completely different as it is at Texas A&M. Instead of having your courses split up into 2 days, so like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays only, they would have 1 day for each class, and each class would be approximately 3 hours, depending on how heavy credited your class is.
Some advice for getting classes is make sure you understand the classification system at your university, because for mine, the classes were labeled like third-year economics classes, and since I'm a junior at A&M, I assumed that that's what third year meant, was junior. But at the university that I went to in England, third year, there's only 3 years there, so there's first year, second year, third year, and then you're done. So their third year was like a senior level class, and I had to drop out of that one. So make sure you understand the classification system.
Classes at Tec de Monterrey are very different from classes at Texas A&M, but I still loved them. They were awesome. The biggest difference that you will note right away is that the classes are much smaller. I think that my largest class probably had like 30 people in it, and that is a small class size here at Texas A&M. So that's a very weird adjustment to make when you're used to being crowded in a lecture hall of 200 people. But it's a great thing because you get a lot of one-on-one time with the professors, which really comes in handy for international students.
I think the most interesting thing about the classes was that they typically only gave you one homework set, which was in the middle of the semester term, and they had you work as a team to finish those problems, and then that was the only homework you had, and then your exams were at the very end of the semester, so which is totally different from what we experienced at Texas A&M, because we're used to having a lot of homework, having a lot of exams, and then having a final, but your entire grade was weighted at the end of the semester.
Overall, there weren't huge differences between the classes there and the classes I'm used to. So they had lectures, labs, projects, midterm finals. And this was actually very beneficial because it allowed me to get used to their schooling system very quickly.
Oh man, what do I miss the most? I think I miss everything about Denmark. I miss my friends that I left over there. I miss the life work balance that Denmark had. I missed all the traveling. I did a lot of traveling. I visited approximately 10 different countries in my first semester and 4 different countries in my second semester. So I definitely miss that a lot.
Okay, so the thing that I miss the most about Wales would definitely be the nature. Like, the landscape of the Welsh coast is absolutely incredible, and because Wales doesn't have the greatest temperatures throughout the summertime, their coasts are just in pristine shape because there's not a lot of tourists that go and visit. So I would definitely recommend, if you're ever in Swansea or in Wales in general, to take a hike and to walk around the coastline.
I miss a lot of things. Like, Singapore is a really beautiful place. The people, they are so amazing. But if I were to list a few, I would say the food, the city itself, just how good it looks and how beautiful it is. The people, I made some really amazing friends there, and the people there are so nice and welcoming. And I also miss the train system, so the public transport system. I haven't really been on many trains, but I can say that theirs is one of the best. Like, with the public transport, you can get pretty much anywhere in the country. Not the country is very small, and it's super cheap as well. And like, they also have other transportation systems.
Just overall, for students who are studying abroad, I think that you really have to be okay with making mistakes, because whether you're learning a new language or you're just learning how to navigate a new city, things will go wrong. They always do go wrong, but what's amazing is that they usually tend to work out in your favor. So if it's something that you want to do, you should go and do it and commit to it 100%.
My advice for anyone that is in Europe, because I can't really speak for the other countries, would be to travel. Take advantage of where you're at and how close other countries are. Definitely experience the other cultures because they're so unique and so amazing. And I would definitely, if you are in the UK or even in Europe in general, get a rail card and take the train wherever you need to go. Flights are really cheap too, and if you're going somewhere that's a lot further away from your host institution or host country, then I would definitely recommend taking a flight. However, if it's somewhere that's just pretty close by, get a rail card. It makes your train tickets a lot easier, and hop on a train and go wherever you need to go.
The fifth and final question asked if I have any advice to give, and I actually have two. The first is, explore additional funding options. I know study abroad can be super expensive, from the housing cost to the cost of flight tickets, but a lot of schools or outside organizations will offer additional scholarships or loans. And this is super important, so you don't have to forego your international experience just because it's expensive. The next piece of advice is to keep an open mind. The main reason why people go on international experiences is so they can learn something new, whether it's learning about the culture or the people. So I really encourage people to explore the city, get to know the people there, interact with them as much as possible, just so you can learn something new. And all this experience, or all the experience you're going to gain there, is going to go a really long way in life.